So thank you guys. And now today one more time, in just 5 minutes review in the first class, what we done actually in the last class. I mean, one introduction lecture is successfully completed. So once again, what I'm saying here. So the first one is I told you what is an OS. So what is mean by operating system? So you want to manage multiple workloads. I mean IT workloads. Definitely one good operating system is required. Maybe it is a Windows or Linux or Unix or Mac OS or Android. So any one operating system. But one of the best operating system we are talking about, which one is Linux. So what is meant by Linux operating system? But any operating system interface between user and hardware. You know that it is an interface between user and hardware. So overall, for managing softwares and IT workloads, definitely one good stable operating system is required. So why Linux is better? I told you what is a Linux. What is a Linux operating system? So one of the best operating system, I mean, in the market right now, Linux operating system. So what is Linux operating system? So it is an open source operating system and especially IT infrastructure platform. IT infrastructure platform. So what is mean by open source? Open source means any user can modify Linux source code according to user ideas and user requirements. That is the meaning of open source. But who is the founder of Linux? So Linus Torvalds. Linus Torvalds. He's a Helsinki University student. He was designed Linux source code with the help of Unix developers in 1990s. So that's why the first version in Linux 1994, guys. The first version in the market 1994. Okay, so that is the last class. Even I told you best secure operating system in the market Linux only. And what are the best reasons? That means why Linux is better. So Linux protects your computer. It is a freedom operating system and it will support free and unlimited. I mean, enjoy to free and unlimited support. So no need to pay dollars for your OS because it is an open source. So annoying process and reboots. That means the downtime is very less compared to other operating systems. Even if you want to run multiple programs or processes, we have many Windowses. I mean many Windowses and use the what workspaces. So these are all are the what benefits why Linux is better. So what are the Linux distributors? I mean I told you so multiple distributors under the what Linux. What are the distributors? Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu, CentOS, SUSE Linux, and Kali Linux, Oracle Enterprise Linux. We have multiple distributors under the what? Linux operating system. But one of the best Linux operating system, especially in the enterprise editions, which is called what? Red Hat operating system. What is the best vendor of the Linux is the what? Red Hat only. Why Red Hat operating system? Actually, Red Hat deals with almost open source products. Open source products. So that's why every IT company almost uses Red Hat vendors only, Red Hat softwares, Red Hat OS only. Even Red Hat has been announced one big statement. What is the statement? Any kind of workload in your IT environment, you have to think only one OS, which is called what? Linux, Red Hat Linux. Remember this point. So this is the statement from the Red Hat. So because Red Hat 8 or 9 operating systems are very intelligent and maturity operating system. Very intelligent and mature based operating system. So it can handle any kind of workloads. So you want to manage databases or you want to manage microservices or you want to manage containerized applications or you want to manage any Hadoop application, big data, Hadoop, or any kind of application or cloud-based applications, no problem. We have only one OS in the market right now, which is called what? Red Hat 8 or 9 operating system. But right now, the best version is RHEL 9 OS, RHEL 9, Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9 operating system. So guys, so almost people are learning nowadays. It is called what cloud computing. I mean cloud-based application software and DevOps applications. That means DevOps tools and OpenShift, Docker, Kubernetes, pipelines of the Jenkins. So means definitely we have high-end workloads. We need to work on high-end workloads. So you want to manage multiple workloads. Definitely one stable operating system is required. One high performance operating system is required. So which one is the best high performance and stable operating system in the market, which is called what? Red Hat. So that's why if you have good knowledge in the Red Hat operating system, then you will manage any kind of workloads in the IT environment, any kind of workloads in IT environment. So this is the what my last class. I mean, what is an OS, why Linux is better, and what is Red Hat Linux operating system. Okay, so what is our today agenda? So today agenda is Linux architecture. Linux architecture. So guys, any operating system has 4 layers. That means maybe Red Hat Linux or CentOS or Fedora or SUSE Linux. Any distributor of Linux has 4 layers. One is user layer, second one is shell layer, and third one is kernel layer, and fourth one is hardware layer. Fourth one is hardware layer. Okay, already you know that the two easy layers, user and hardware. So user is nothing but who uses available software and hardware resources. I mean, who is logged in the computer, who is managing the what all softwares and resources and everything in the computer. Okay, and hardware means like keyboard, RAM, mouse, and everything is the what hardware. But what are the another two important components, the very important components in the Linux? One is shell and another one is kernel. One is the shell and another one is kernel, guys. Okay, these two are the what very important layers right now in the what Linux environment. Okay, so let me discuss about the first one is what is mean by a shell. What is mean by a shell? So guys, the shell is a Linux command line interpreter. Linux command line interpreter. Interpreter means it is nothing but converter. Interpreter means what? Converter. Because why need interpreter means you are giving any input over the keyboard, like date is the command, pwd is the command, user add is the command. You are giving multiple inputs over the command, over the keyboard. But generally, the keyboard inputs are high-level language, but system able to understand only low-level language. Then who is the mediator? I mean, who is the interpreter to converting high-level language to low-level language and low-level language to high-level language? Again, within the OS, it is the responsibility goes to the shell layer. That's why it is an interpreter. And where is this interpreter? It is an interface between user and kernel. It is an interface between users and kernel. But guys, in Linux, we usually mean a command line shell. A command line shell. So what is mean by command line shell? Okay, so generally two types of shells, guys. One is graphical user interface shells, and second one is command line shell. But the Linux popularity is command line only. But in GUI level, the popular based operating system is Windows. Already you know that. So on the earth, every operating system is the best operating system, guys. I mean, Windows has Windows features, Linux has the Linux features, Unix has the Unix features, and Android has Android features. But ultimately, you want to managing softwares or applications or databases or any kind of workloads in the IT, definitely one good operating system is required. But in enterprise workloads, the best operating system is Linux only. In enterprise workloads, the best operating system is Linux only. So the Linux operating system maintain the default shell name is Bash, B-A-S-H. Bash is a default shell name. Bash is a default shell name. So the shell is most commonly used to run commands. But what is meant by exactly a shell? So guys, already you know the term which is called shell scripting. Shell scripting. So what is meant by scripting languages actually? Anyone idea about scripting language?
In
What is
Windows PowerShell.
so Windows side, Windows PowerShell is there, but in the Linux side, I think 500 plus cells are available in the Linux side. Okay, 500 plus cells are available in the Linux. But generally, what exactly mean by a scripting? Anyone?
Like on the daily basis, we will use the commands, right? So we will make it as a one script and we will execute that one. So instead of every time if we want to execute line that command, we will make it as a one like set of like one script and we will execute that.
It's
Very good.
automation process.
Right. Very good. Generally, ultimately, my point is here. My concern is any scripting language main advantage is what? Saving work time. Saving work time only. That means, for example, your daily activities are every day in first hour. Sir, I want to log in my computer. Then we are verifying what my workloads and my tickets and everything. We need to execute 10 commands in my first 1 hour. But why need to execute 10 commands every day in first hour? So you want to reduce the what time, then those 10 commands better to make it as a one script. Then if you execute that script, automatically all 10 commands will executed successfully on these systems. Then what is the advantage here? Saving time. So that means if you have any repetitive work, if you have any repetitive work in your work environment, then make it as a shell script. Then execute a what? Script. Maybe that script is Python script or shell script or PowerShell script or Ruby script or multiple scripting languages in the IT environment. But one of the best scripting languages for the DevOps engineers, AWS engineers, Linux administrators in the IT industries, especially for Linux servers, shell scripting is very, very good idea. Shell scripting is very, very good idea for the cloud people, for the DevOps people, and everyone. Then what is mean by exactly shell scripting? So a scripting means a collection of commands. I mean a series of commands within a file. A series of commands within a file being executed without being compilation. Without being compilation. It is nothing but scripting. But here, why we are talking about scripting? So the term is shell scripting. Shell scripting. That means here we are discussing about cells. So what is mean by cells? A cell contain multiple Linux or Unix commands. That means when you are executing command in your Linux environment, so where is the commands? Generally, the commands are available inside the container of cell. That's why a cell is a command line container. That container holds multiple Unix or Linux commands. So, for example, here see, I will tell you tomorrow lecture how to install the what Linux. Actually, this is my Linux operating system. If I run the what date command, so now the date command successfully executed. If I run the what pwd, present working directory, so now my present working directory also successfully executed. But by mistake, pws, actually pws, I'm thinking it is a command, but what is the error? See, pws command not found. But who throws the error here? Here the what cell is the what? Bash. I mean, in the bash shell, pws command is not there. Pws command is not there. So that's why command not found within the shell of the what? Bash. So my point is here. So in Unix environment, like Linux, Sun Solaris, IBM AX, HP Unix, so like we have multiple cells. I think 500 plus cells are available in Unix environment. So Linux is about one of the flavor of Unix operating system. So Sun Solaris is the one Unix operating system. That's why Linux also one Unix operating system. IBM AX also one Unix operating system. HP Unix also one Unix operating system. So these are all are the operating systems designed based on the what Unix kernel actually. But our Linux operating system has been designed Linus Torvalds. I told you, he's a Finland University student. He was designed Linux source code in the help of Unix developers, with the help of Unix developers. So now, so what is the default shell? So more than 500 cells in the Unix environment, but Linux operating system maintain one of the best shell, which is called what? Bash. So now in the Linux, the current shell name is Bash. But how do you know that your current shell? If you run echo space $0, then it displays the what? Your current shell name in the Linux. Okay, right now in my Linux operating system, the current shell name is the what? Bash only. But you know,
Excuse
as
me.
it's yeah,
So this shell are which are the common ones in is there only one in
no,
Linux or there are others?
That I will tell you. Please wait.
And which are
Okay,
the yeah.
okay. So in Linux environment or Unix environment, sh shell is there, bash shell is there, ksh shell is there, z shell is there, and c shell is there, and tcsh shell is there. No login shell is there. So like we have multiple shells, guys. But these are the what popular shells in the what Unix environment. These are the what popular shells in the what Unix environment. But remember, sh shell and bash shell, these two cells are designed by like one of the person, Basel defined Steve Born. Steve Born is the person. So that's why the asset cell advanced shell name is bash shell. So in early days in Linux operating system, shell name is sh. But now in the Linux environment, the default shell name is bash. Remember, guys, almost, for example, if your Sun Solar is default shell name is SF. Sun Solar is operating system, default shell name is SF. But in the Linux operating system, default shell name is bash. So every distributor maintain one cell as a default, one cell as a default. But our Linux operating system maintain the default shell name is bash only. Remember this point. So when the shell is different, ultimately commands also will be different. That's why bash shell commands are different, sh shell commands are different, c shell commands are different, z shell commands are different. So when the cell is different in the OS, so 10 to 20% almost commands will be different. But as a basic level and intermediate level, almost commands are same. Almost commands are same. For example, ls is the command to listing all files and directories. So it listing all files and directories. Even in the bash shell, ls is the command. Even in the sh shell, ls is the command. Even in the corn shell, ls is the command. But sometimes, for example, I want to install some packages in my Linux operating system. For example, my Red Hat Linux operating system. So in my Red Hat, RPM is the command, or YUM is the command, or DNF is the command. So these two are the what tools for installing, uninstalling, or updating any kind of software in your Fedora distributions like CentOS, Red Hat Linux, or Oracle Enterprise Linux. Almost uses the what? These are the what commands. Okay, but if you go for any Debian based operating systems like Ubuntu, or it is called SUSE Linux, the commands are apt-get. So, or it is called what? Apt only is the command to installing the what packages. So in the basic level, almost commands are same, but when the admin level, so the commands are little bit different. Okay, even the same way.
Sir, what is this app, sir? Sorry to interrupt.
So again, these are also packages. I mean tools for installing the what softwares in your Ubuntu and SUSE Linux operating systems.
Like, is it like same as yum? Like YUM?
Exactly. So same as YUM, but M command, DNF command, RPM command. So these are all are working in Amazon Linux OS, Red Hat Linux OS, CentOS. So like any Fedora based operating systems. But
So
if
one
you
minute.
go,
Excuse me. So this Fedora, Ubuntu, they are also using Bash or they are using something else?
Bash, almost every
Right.
Linux operating system uses Bash shell only.
And within the Bash, there are different commands like.
So sometimes because of what the cells and OS and everything is an open source, right?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so based on the
Yes.
what open source, the user has been defined like one that is called what Linux kernel plus additional software. Additional software means user added the what something in the what OS. That's why sometimes commands are different.
We cannot like if I had got Fedora or Ubuntu, if I had okay with the I've worked on long time with Ubuntu, then I cannot change the Fedora bash shell commands or anything like that. I cannot import, export something that
Right.
can be done or cannot be done.
Yes, can be done.
Okay, those same thing bash can be changed.
Exactly. Right.
Okay.
So now here we are talking about different cells, guys. Actually, we are talking about different cells. So that's why, see, for example, you want to write a cell script only. You know only cell script, but people in the real time they are writing the what assets. That means Bourne shell scripting, Bash shell scripting, Corn shell scripting, Z shell scripting, C shell scripting also. But why we are defining different shell scripts in the real time? So because if you write something related commands, I mean C shell, then it is called what? C shell scripting. But when you are writing the word bash shell scripting, I mean when you are writing the word bash shell, then we need to apply the word bash related commands in the shell script. But when you are writing the word script related to ZSH, then definitely commands belonging to ZSH only. Okay, but at the practical time, I will tell you how I and how to extend each and everything. But here my point is, so the Linux operating system maintain the default shell name is bash shell. But how do you
But
know your current shell name? Echo space $0.
can we have 2-3 type like bashes, KSH or anything? Not like
Yeah,
only
yes, right now in
one.
Unix environment, 500 plus cells are there.
Yeah, but we can have 2-3 like now you type echo
Yeah,
$0, it displayed batch, but we can have 2-3. It
no,
displays
no,
two,
no.
three is
See, one cell as a default, right? So
default. Yeah.
what is your current shell? How do you know that echo space $0 it displays the what your OS current shell name? I mean
Oh,
this ls command, this pws, date command, everything is
yeah,
executed by the bash shell. That's why
batch.
your commands are executed by bash.
Yeah, but we can't
Okay.
have two. Shell is
No,
only
so we cannot execute the what multiple bash at
type.
a time.
Okay.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So now see
Sir,
here.
one second. Like
mm,
they do not have like a corn shell is there, right? Like if the company like they don't have two shells at a time, right? Only single
So
shell
we
they
do,
will use.
yeah, we don't have any two cells in the OS. I mean, we can install the what multiple cells in the what OS because sometimes people are interested to working on bash cell. Some people are interested to sh cell. Some people are interested to C cell. Some people are interested to Z cell. But right now in the Linux, what are the cells available in the etc cells is the what option. So right now sh cell and bash cell is available. We don't have any corn shell, you don't have any jet cell, you don't have any C cell. You want to install the what different cells, then we'll go for yum install. I want to install KSS. Then what happened? The KSL is what available in this OS. But Linux recommends only bash shell because compared to other shells, bash shell is very powerful and also advanced shell. That's why even in the organization, everyone recommends bash shell scripting only. Clear my point now?
Yes, much clear. So if there was other shells, then in cat shell it will show up other shells also.
Right. See,
Okay.
we have different cells in the OS, but every cell offers different features. But you will find the what each cell features first. Okay, which cell is best for you, then install it and work on that. But I recommended not only myself, IT companies and everyone recommended bash shell only. That's why by default shell is already available in the what bash shell. I mean in the Linux bash shell only. If you go for Sun Solaris, SSL is available. If you go for IBM AX, different shell is there. If you go for SP Unix, different shell is there. Got my point?
Got
That's
it
why
now. Yes,
commands
yes.
also different in the IBM AX to Linux, SP Unix to Linux. But everyone uses the what same cell. Almost 90% commands will be same.
Okay. So if you have got different shells installed like yum and install the shells, And then
Yes.
if we can use apt or yum or any other mixed
See,
commands, we can use it.
so
It will
in future, I will
execute.
explain what is the apt and yum and DNF and RPM and everything. We have not only one command, we have three hours lecture. So how to install, how to update, how to take the patches and everything.
Yeah, normally in Ubuntu they use am or apt. So, but if you have got
No,
different shells,
see,
then we can use
just
anything.
please, I will tell you one important thing, and everyone please understand. Generally, in Linux distributions, see once again, just 5 minutes. Generally, Linux is a what? Open source operating system. Open source means it is a common kernel, Linux kernel plus additional softwares. Additional software. This is the meaning of open source. I mean, any user can modify the Linux source code according to user ideas and user requirements. So based on this Linux source code, different companies has been designed different operating system, but every company focus is the what different agenda. But in the Linux operating system distributions, mostly two types of distributions. One is Fedora based operating systems. Second one is Debian based operating system. I mean, Fedora is the what one family, Debian is the what another family. So Fedora based operating systems means mostly Red Hat operating system, CentOS operating system, Amazon Linux operating system, and also OEL, Oracle Enterprise Linux. So these are all are the what Fedora based. That means if you use any Fedora based operating system, you can go for RPM is the command, YUM is the command, and DNF is the command for installing and uninstalling the what softwares. Okay, almost 99% commands are same because every distributor uses the same Red Hat kernel. But if you go for Debian based operating system, Debian based operating system means the best operating system is Ubuntu. So Ubuntu, like SUSE Linux operating system and OpenSUSE operating system. So these are all are the what different family. So generally these family operating systems are uses apt command, or it is called what apt get command, apt or apt get command. So in enterprise workloads, mostly uses Fedora-based operating system, one of the best operating system, Red Hat. Even community edition level, CentOS. And cloud level, Amazon uses Amazon Linux. And Oracle uses OEL, Oracle Enterprise Linux. But every command is same. Even you want to install one application on the CentOS or Red Hat or Amazon, we can use YUM, or we can use DNF, or we can use RPM also is the command. But any Ubuntu based operating system, Debian based operating system, you can go for apt is the command and apt get also is the command. Got my point now?
Yes. So, but I've seen like Ubuntu also has got Bash and Red Hat also has got Bash, right?
Hey, yeah, cells
Okay,
are
okay.
Linux cells are the what same, but opens based on the
Okay.
what open source. People are added the what some additional features.
Okay. So,
Okay.
is there any main difference between this Fedora and Debian? Like, Kali Linux falls under which one?
Yeah,
Debian or?
Kali Linux also it is a Debian based operating, especially that Kali Linux is designed for hacking purpose. I mean, hacking inbuilt features are the what in the Kali Linux. So who are looking for cyber security, hacking level software, people directly will go for the what installation of Kali Linux.
Is there any main difference like in between Fedora and Debian, like architecture or some other difference?
Actually,
Why it is?
yeah, enterprise level workloads, command level means the best operating system is Fedora based operating system.
Good.
But
Okay.
you want to work on any GUI level, like I want to install the what Linux operating system like a desktop, like Windows 10 or Windows 11, then Debian based operating system is best idea. That's why laptops also comes with what Ubuntu only, not Red Hat, not like these kind of things.
Okay. Okay. Got
Okay.
it. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Our laptop is Ubuntu based.
So which one?
Like you said, our laptop is Ubuntu based.
That's what I'm saying. Here is the one.
It
So
is not
Ubuntu,
Linux based. Like Ubuntu Linux.
Ubuntu Linux looks like Windows 10 and Windows 11.
Okay, so we cannot install a software like yum install. We have to go for app.
We cannot
right?
install the what YAML, DNF, these kind of commands. You will go for the what apt only.
Okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay.
No. He's saying the whatever the laptops in the market, If
Yeah.
you want Ubuntu, then only Ubuntu, not in the Windows.
See, Mark, because of Ubuntu, it is completely open source and desktop edition. So desktop editions means almost people are offering the what Ubuntu. So you want to playing movies, you want to listening the music, inbuilt VLC players, and lot of softwares are available by default in the what Ubuntu. Even Ubuntu maintain backend lot of repositories. Repository means people easily to work on the what Ubuntu, but we cannot work on the what if this kind of Fedora based operating system because packages C. If I go for yum install the what any package of Docker or something like, we cannot install it because the predefined repositories are not available in the Linux operating systems. Okay, but in Ubuntu, if you go for apt install Docker, then it will install.
Like in my command prompt, if I run apt install, it will run, and if I do
Yes,
yum
almost
install, it will not run.
yum is not working. Yum is the command on Red Hat Linux, Oracle Enterprise Linux, so like it is called what Fedora operating system and Amazon Linux, these kind of Linux operating systems. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. When the distributor is different, sometimes commands also will be different. Okay, ultimately the agent is what same. For example, what IT employee. So we are dealing the what multiple projects in your project. So like for example, Red Hat servers are there and also Ubuntu servers in your project. Okay, one day the requirement is the boss what says, and please be install the what Docker container application on your Red Hat servers and Ubuntu. Then how to install it? So already you know that yum is the command, yum install Docker means then it will be installed on only Red Hat Linux. But this yum command is not working on Ubuntu. But agenda is the what you need to install the what Docker only. Then on the Ubuntu machine, what to do? You will install the what apt get install or apt install Docker. Got my point now?
Yes.
Okay, right. So that is the different story. Later we'll explain. And now remember guys here. So the types of Linux shells are genome shell is there, KDE shell is there, Bourne shell is there, Bash shell is there, Corn shell is there, C shell is there, Jet shells are there. So these are all of the different shells. The first two shells are related to graphical user interfaces, and the next shells are almost is the what command line shells. Remember, so the Linux shell is most commonly used to run commands because the Linux environment means it is very powerful on the what command line only. So people can manage the what workloads almost with commands only. Then only it is secure. That's why even in the environment, everyone uses the what commands only. Okay. Then the next important layer, the another one is Linux kernel, guys. Okay. So what did you understand about kernel? I mean, like multiple people are there. I mean, working employees also is there. So not only in the Linux kernel, we are talking about generally kernel only. What is mean by kernel? Anyone?
It is interface between user and OS operating system.
Okay.
It will take the command and it will deliver to the like hardware what like if we type like yum install some applications means it will take that command and it will make the application to download in the system. So
No,
it will communicate with
the process is correct, but what exactly kernel will does?
It converts human to
No.
machine level language.
Sir, it's just the mediator, sir. Kernel is just the mediator between
Hey,
user and.
it is a one big statement on the screen, Linux kernel, right?
It is a part of OS that when we combine with GNU, it becomes OS, right? Linux.
Exactly. Correct.
It
So
is
that
the
is the one
interaction
part of the
between
Linux only.
user of computer and computer hardware.
Okay. See, no worries. So I will tell you exactly what is mean by a kernel. Okay. First of all, how computers work, I will tell you. When a computer boots up, a kernel recognizes its own physical hardware and enables each component to talk with another. Okay, so generally a kernel responsibility is coordination possible between user and hardware. So every operating system has a kernel. Linux has a kernel, Windows has a kernel, Android has a kernel, Mac OS has a kernel. Every OS has kernel. That's why a kernel is a core component of the OS. It is a centric view of the OS. So some people are saying, so it is a heart of the OS. Generally, OS upgradation, I mean OS changes is nothing but internally the kernel changes. So when the kernel will be changed, automatically the OS appearance also will be changed. That's why it is truly Linux means kernel, kernel means Linux. So there are many different kernels long ago. So there was a Unix kernel, a Sun kernel, a BSD kernel, and later there came the what? Linux kernel. Linux kernel. So compared to any other kernels, the Linux kernel is very powerful because it is an open source. Okay, but any kernel responsibility is it will scheduling and running programs, it's managing hardware, it's managing file systems, it's managing memory, it manages securities, it will manage user programs and system programs, device drivers, networking, and everything. That's why the simple point is a kernel can control everything in the OS. Even in your mobile, I mean in your hand, everyone uses the what? Devices. I mean it is called what? Mobiles. So now, earlier, it is called what? Android 10, Android 11, Android 12, Android 13. So we have different operating systems in the market. I mean, especially in the what? Android level. Okay, but every 3 months or 6 months, you got the what? One update, kernel firmware version. So kernel version, see, kernel version updates are different, apps version updates are different. Applications versions means, okay, it will be affected on only apps level. But when the kernel update is ready, that means some changes in the what? OS, some changes in the what? OS. Okay, we are maybe you will be see different features in the what? OS level. Maybe the OS looks like different. OS security levels are maybe different. Managing hardwares are different, and memories are what? Different. So you will get you what? Different things. That's what even in the real time, while application updates are very easy, while working on the what? Application updates, it is very easy. But when the people are working on the what? Kernel patches, kernel updates, that meaning is the what? Kernel updates or kernel patches is nothing but OS migrations, OS updates.
Sir, how it will manage the hardware, memory, and security, sir?
So internally it is about component of the what? Kernel only. So that's why the backend people are there, kernel programming people are there, they will manage it.
Like you are telling that if we give the commands, they will convert that one.
That
like
one
that?
is the cell, that is called what? Shell. Shell will manage each and everything. Okay.
Sir, I didn't get that. Like for the hardware and memory management, the like backend
See,
will do that.
okay. For example, you want to install the what? One application.
Yes.
Okay, that application recommends 2 MB RAM space.
Okay.
Okay, then who will control the what? RAM space? Who will provide the what? RAM space for the application?
Oh, okay, sir. I got it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So that is called what? Managing hardware. For example, your RAM. Okay, one of the best example, another one. So now, right now, this is my Linux operating system. Okay, so now I'm trying to attaching the what? Pen drive. So the pen drive is not recognized. What is the problem? Internally hardware problem, but that hardware is controlled by kernel only. So now in the kernel side, any issues are there, then we cannot do anything. That's why while working on the what? Kernels in the real time, that means working on the kernel is nothing but we are working on the what? OS. That's what I'm saying. Okay, you want to create a what? One file, then who will provide the what? All resources, everything, again kernel only. So kernel will do everything in the what? OS level. So that's what kernel will control each and everything. Device drivers, networking, user programs, securities, managing memory, managing hardware, and everything. And 3 days ago, you got a one update. What is the update? I mean, Microsoft issue. CrowdStrike, right? CrowdStrike.
Yeah.
Okay. So now even you have a mobile. I mean, you are also using the Windows operating system, right?
Yes, sir.
But why did not get any error, blue screen errors in your mobile, in your Windows?
We are not using that.
Right. So it is called what? That's what. Here it is called what? The OS related patch only updated in the Windows level who are tie up with what? CrowdStrike people.
Like it is acts as same like the OS, but it is not a OS, right?
No. OS patch. That is called what? OS update. OS level. Internally, that is the what? Security feature in the OS.
Okay.
Security update. That is.
Yes,
okay.
I have one query. In the kernel does you mentioned that managing memory. So my system has the 8 GB memory. If I change to 16 GB, how kernel knows that system upgraded to 16 GB? The functionality of that.
See, that is completely depending on the what hardware. Okay, so it is depending on the what hardware, and it is depending on the what kernel. Complete it is called what your motherboard architecture and everything. Okay. Right. So now these are the what 4 components in your Linux operating system.
So one more thing. There is kernel. It's we are using different flavors of Linux like Ubuntu, Debian, Red Hat, etc. So that kernel is also different from for all these versions of Linux.
Yes. So almost everyone uses the what same kernel. The kernel version right now it is called what? The latest is 5.14. So Ubuntu maybe it is called what 6, or it is called what 5.x or 6.x. But latest kernel is 6.x.
Okay.
Okay. So kernel every uses the what same Linux kernel plus some additional softwares. That is the meaning of open source. Okay. Right. So next one is, and another important thing, what is mean by file system hierarchy standard? File system hierarchy standard in the Linux. Okay. Anyone, what is meant by file system hierarchy standard? Because these are all of the what basic things. So multiple people are already working on the Linux environment. So please tell me what is meant by file system hierarchy standard.
So the first of all, whatever the files are there, it's stored in that root level of that user. Then only based on that users, it will store that.
Okay. So guys, I will define the what with a very easy method. So in your Windows environment, you want to store the files or you want to retrieve the files. I want to find the what location file locations and defining the what file names and permissions and everything. I mean, we have like C drive, we have like D drive, or you have multiple drives. I mean, your hard disks has been divided to multiple logical partitions. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but generally the C drive maintain OS information. In the D drive and E drive, mostly your personal softwares or movies or entertainment related information. But we don't have like drives C, D, E in your Unix family. So Linux introduced file system hierarchy standard. I mean file system structure which defines the names, locations, and permissions for many file types and directories. So here is the what file system hierarchy standard. So if you install any Linux operating system or any Unix family operating system, these are all of the directories automatically created when the OS is installed. When the OS is installed. But every developer or engineer must to know each and every directory location and what exactly that directory contains. For example, you want to install Windows operating system. How many drives are mandatory, guys? For installing Windows, how many drives are mandatory?
One.
Very good. Which is called what? C drive. Correct? So, same way, you want to install Linux or Unix operating system, minimum 2 directories are required. One is slash, somebody is calling root directory, and second one is boot directory. What exactly mean by these two directories? See, everything is a directory, and don't confuse. Windows people are calling folders, Linux or Unix family people calling are directories. Folder means directory, directory means folder. But in the Unix terminology or Linux terminology, so these are the what? Directories. So the first top level working directory is slash, or it is a what? Root. It is a parent level working directory or top level working directory which will control all subdirectories. So these are all of the what subdirectories, guys, but everything is created under the what slash directory. That's why it is a what root directory. And under the root directory, we have multiple subdirectories. See, if I go for my Linux operating system, so ls slash, I want to know what are the files and directories under the what slash. If I run, see that bin directory is there, boot directory is there, dev directory is there, etc directory is there, home directory, media, mnt, opt. So almost all are the what directories automatically created when the OS is installed. So that's why slash is a parent, remaining all are the what child directories or subdirectories. But each directory to maintain different kind of information. For example, what exactly bin directory? So we have a what bin directory, guys. So what maintain this bin directory? Bin means it maintain binary files. It maintain binary files. So user can execute any kind of binary, then almost binaries are available under the what bin directory. So user binary files are available in the bin location. And what exactly maintain the what dev directory? So dev is a directory which will hold so devices information, like you want to know that your RAM information, you want to know your keyboard information, CPU information, like motherboard information, and everything under the what dev directory. And what contains etc directory? So etc directory maintain system configuration files information, system configuration files. For example, you have installed Docker application. Sir, I want to change some settings in the Docker related application. Then that Docker configuration file is by default in the etc location. Okay, you want to change web server files configuration. Then again, that server configuration files are available in the etc location. So overall, the system configuration files are available in the etc location. And lib means yes, the system library files information. And MNT is a removable media working directory. So it is like a CD DVD writer. And prog directory. So the prog directory maintained, it is a system health information. Like you want to get your
Sir,
system.
could you please tell me about the MNT again?
MNT is a removable media working directory. By default, it is an empty. By default, it is an empty directory. For example, if you attach a pen drive or if you attach your external hard disk, so that information we can view from the MNT directory. So that's what I'm saying. In Windows, compared to Windows, it is a CD DVD writer. Okay, removable media working directory.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and the next one is proc directory. It is a subdirectory actually. This proc directory maintain system health information. System health information. And sbin directory, one of the best important directory, sbin. So what is the difference between bin and sbin? So again, this is the what repeated interview question. Difference between bin and sbin. So generally bin maintain user executable files, user executable binaries, but sbin directory maintain admin executable files. That means admin root user executable files. That's why it is a what? Super, S means super user binary files. Here bin means what? Only binary. That means user executable commands. Sbin means what? Admin executable commands. And finally, the one more
So
important
one second, you are telling that admin user commands, what are all the admin will do that will be there in the SBIN, or
yes, Sbin.
what admin has the access that will be stored in the SBIN, correct?
Yes, those kind of binaries are available in the sbin only. Those commands are not available in the bin.
Okay, only binary information will be
Binary
available in the bin.
information, user executable commands, like it is called what? Universal command, LSO, RMO, CP, these kind of commands.
Okay. So
Okay.
for SBIN, what commands will come, sir?
Root user executable commands. I mean admin for installing application, kernel updates, user creations, and network share, file sharings, remote connections, and all kind
Like
of
sudo commands will come under
yes,
this.
everything under the what has been.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Ram, one second, one single doubt. The MNT folder is, you have been said like it's a removable disk.
Removable media working directory.
Yeah, that is very similar to the
Yeah,
local.
now that is very,
DID.
it is similar to in Windows CD DVD writer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one question here. So these all folders are Linux directory structure, right?
Correct.
So when I'm comparing with AWS DevOps. Okay, so
Don't
for
compare
no,
to AWS DevOps here. Here is the what Linux OS structure this is.
I got it, but for MNT you said like it's a external storage.
External?
Storage.
So external storage means what? For example, your pen drive is external storage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can, is it possible to read the what inside the pen drive data without attaching OS?
No.
No. So in the Windows means if you attach the pen drive, it is a graphical user interface. Directly you can open the My Computer and access the what data.
Yeah, I mean,
but in the Linux, we cannot access the what directly. Then what to do? That pen drive you can map to this MNT directory. That's why it is called what? People are accessing the what external data from the MNT.
So you will create a separate directory for external storage.
Yes, you can
then you
create
will mount to this, right?
Exactly. You can create your separate directories or any other thing. Otherwise, you don't want to create separate directories. Then you can use the what existing directory, which is called what MNT.
Got it now.
Okay. So now next one is var directory. Var is the what? Variable files. I mean, you want to verify the what log files, mails information by default is the what var directory. So OPT directory is an optional directory. So by default, it is also an empty directory. You want to store your songs or movies or any third party information, then we will use the what OPT. And USR or USR local. So these two are the what same directories, but local is the what under USR. But generally what USR directory maintain, it maintain exactly the user installed applications information. For example, if you install Tomcat, if you install web server, or if you install any kind of application, by default, those things are installed under the what USR directory, under the what USR directory. And the next one is TMP, temporary files. So root directory and home directory, these two are the different. And also boot directory means it is like a Windows C drive. I mean, it maintains the what OS information. Then anyone can tell me, again the repeated question, what is the home directory and what is the root directory? I mean, what is the difference between home and root?
Home is the user's home directory and root is the root user's home directory.
Very good. So, yeah, correct. So guys, more clarity. Generally, the slash home is the what? default directory for the users. Default directory for the users actually. So, for example, okay, I want to create a username Ram. I want to create one more user, like it is a Raju. Then where is these two users? So by default, user's home directory is under home. Okay, if you create ROM user, then ROM user access path, that means /home/ram, and then /home/Raju. I mean, the home directory is a what? Normal user working directory. Normal user working directory. So the syntax is generally for the normal users /home, it is called what? The same username with one folder is created under the what? Home directory. So that's why if you create here, it is called what? Smith is the username. Then what happens? The Smith login user home directory is /home/Smith is the what? Username. I mean, when will you log in with normal user accounts? Then you able to get dollar is the what? Login prompt. Dollar is a what? Your login prompt. So every normal user will get a what? Dollar prompt. So dollar prompt means yes, we can execute only user commands. Only user commands. And the next one is /root also is there. So the actually the /root directory for the super user. For the super user, I mean it is called what? Admin user. So in Linux environment, by default, the admin username in not only Linux, in every Unix family. So by default, the username of the administrator is root. So if you log in with root account, so you will get your what? The login path. That means home directory for the root user is the what? /root. Then you will get your login prompt is hash. So that's why here see my current path is, I mean my current prompt is hash. So hash means it is a root user. So currently I'm logged in with what? Root user. Root user login prompt is hash. If I run the what? My present working directory, it is called what? /root. Which is called what? /root. Okay. So now we cannot execute the word all root commands on the dollar prompt because dollar can execute. That means normal user can execute only user commands, but root can execute everything. That's why root is an equivalent to in Windows environment enterprise edition, means root can access everything in the OS. So you suffer. That means you will get any error in the OS. Maybe you want to troubleshoot the what OS level or anything in the OS you want to access it. You must log in with what? Root account only. Okay, so that is the difference between dollar and hash. Actually, /home is the what? Normal user home directory, and /root is the what? Super user home directory. So super user will get the what? Hash prompt. Normal user will get the what? Dollar prompt. So from this, the entire structure of the Linux operating system. So you want to install the what OS? The mandatory directories are /, and second one is boot directory. So these two are the what mandatory directories for installing any Linux operating system. But for improving system performance, it will create a what? Swap directory. So that means swap is the what? Again, it is a what? Virtual memory. Generally, this virtual memory will improve the what? System performance. So these three are the what? Mandatory directories, mandatory file systems or directories for installing your Linux operating system.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. Sir, I got recurring the slash first one, but I didn't get this /boot and swap, sir.
So that's what I'm saying. So when the RAM is running with high memory, I mean your system is running with high, no need swap. Generally, when the system running with low memory, then swap only is required. So mandatory things are the what? Slash and boot only. But swap also it is optional. But when the system running with low memory, then you will improve. You will add the what? Swap also. But you will remove the what? Swap right now. But what is the swap? I will tell you at the what next lecture. But for installing Linux operating system, these two are the what? Mandatory.
So by memory, what if you say like it is RAM or it is ROM?
It's a memory means RAM. Hard disk
RAM.
means ROM.
Yeah. So by memory, you I'm saying that is RAM only.
Right. So sometimes, for example,
Yes,
my Linux server running with 2 GB RAM right now. For example, just assume my Linux server running with what 2 GB RAM. Okay, just assume. So now I have installed multiple application on my Linux. Then every application occupied the what memory, right? Then sometimes applications are getting slow. What is the problem?
Not enough memory.
So RAM space is what not sufficient for the application. Then people how to upgrade the what RAM? Generally, two ways are there in the real time. So one is you can change the what physical memory directly. For example, instead of 2 GB, you'll go for the what 4 GB or 8 GB or something. Otherwise, one is another solution. It is called what swap space. It is called what swap space. But in the admin level, what is the swap space? That is means virtual memory. How to implement the swap space or virtual memory? What is the benefit? I will tell you in the what admin level lectures that time, because you don't know what is the file system and hard disk and everything.
Yes, Ram. Actually, you explain that directories. The all directories where we see that stored in particular drive.
See here.
Yeah.
If you run ls space /.
Okay, but there is not showing any drive, right? If you go with Windows.
So we don't have any drives like C, D, E, F in the Linux.
Okay, but how it's installed the operating system?
So like it is called what? Here is the what? Like your partitions in the OS. This is the what one partition. This is the what one partition. This is the what one partition. So right now people will be confused. If I explain more things without concept, they will confuse. So at the storage level domain, I will explain what is the hard disk and how to store the data and how to retrieve the data. What exactly mean by file system and how to increase the what file system sizes in the real time, and what kind of partitions, then how to create a partitions. In case partitions are maybe up to 16 only, then how can you expand the what multiple partitions, how to add the what external hard disk, and everything I will explain. It is not one command or two commands. So storage concepts means I will take approximately 1 week lectures, approximately 6 to 7 hours lectures actually. How can I understand with one command the entire storage? Got my point?
Yes, Ram.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. Sir, could you please tell me about this boot, sir?
So boot directory maintain the OS information, like what contains C drive in the OS? What contains C drive in the Windows?
Like folders we will have
Like
under
OS information. OS information.
Yeah. OS information.
So the same thing, the OS information files are available in the boot directory in Linux.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that means booting related files.
BAS related files like
booting related files.
Yeah.
Yes, Ram. Can we add the multiple directories in the same?
Yes, we can create a what multiple directories also here, but only can allow root user.
Okay. Without your root user, we can't add
normal user we cannot do. Normal user can create the files with their own directory only. For example, if I log in with ROM account, then ROM can, where to create the files, ROM can make it under the /home under the what ROM folder only. He cannot accept this home ROM folder. Okay, but remaining everything can access by root user only. In case ROM can access every file, then where is the security?
So actually you are in that root user, right? Can you shift into
so
user?
right now I am the root user because I am teaching right now admin level, not user level. But admin level means the user level commands also included.
One question, like when we do sudo su, we become root user, right?
See, the sudo concept also is there. That time I will tell you what is the sudo. But what is the problem here in the classroom? So already some people are completed basic level commands. That's why we are asking multiple commands. But what is the sudo? It is not actually sudo. What is the sudo actually super user do? So it is not one command. It is not two commands. It is not three commands.
You just said that where is the security? So when we type sudo su, then we become super user. We can do anything.
No. That is not correct way. In the real time, that is not correct way. What is your name? I will tell you one example. You don't mind.
Swades.
Okay. See, For example, in the classroom, you all are the what developers, for example, or maybe I am a senior engineer in the company. Okay, I am a senior engineer. So under my control, you all are the what junior engineer. Just assume, don't mind everyone. Okay,
Okay.
okay. But
Yes.
how can I manage all the activities with my root user? So that's why you are the what already trusted person in the same company in the same project. Then what can I do? I will give you the what some privileges with you. I mean, you can manage the entire server activities with your username. That's why I will provide the what sudo users for you only. Then what to do? Myself and you only can manage the entire IT infrastructure. That is called what sudo privileges. Just another example. You have a WhatsApp group, guys. So who will drop the messages? So who will send your messages and everything? Admin only, right?
Yeah.
But within the group, 2,000 people are there. Can I manage the what all people? Then what can I do? I will provide the what admin privileges to another person. Then he also managing the what that group resources. That means that group priorities. Am I correct now?
Yeah, got your point.
That is called what sudo.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the real time, so root can manage everything, but sometimes even developers also needs some admin commands. Then people what to do? They will provide the what sudo privileges. Okay, developer needs 3 commands, 3 admin commands. Then I will provide the what only 3 commands for you only. Then you will manage the what those 3 commands only.
Got you.
That is called what sudo security. So now security is there or not?
Yeah. Like
See, right now, you know only sudo means, okay, if you don't execute, if you want to execute admin commands in the sudo level, then first preceding with sudo space admin, that is called what cloud level privileges. Even in the real time, cloud level also that process is not correct.
Okay, like previously, just before class, I was editing some file. So I was not able to do it edit in VI. So I have to go for sudo VI.
So
Then
that's what here say. You know the little bit Linux commands. I mean, everyone knows the what little bit basic level commands or some admin level commands also. But
so
in this class, within
every
45 days, you will get your what something different 100%. I mean, you will be get your strong knowledge in the Linux, each and every concept. I mean, and ultimately, end of the classes, no need to by heart the what command. Say, package management means RPM is the command, YUM is the command for upgradation, querying the packages, uninstalling the packages, or patching the what packages, kernel upgradation. In case failures of the kernel, then how to revert. So everything you will get it. But you don't know the subject. Every time you remember, hey, for installing YUM only is the command. But you know the what? Only one command, YUM for installing. In case installation process is not correct, then how can you troubleshoot? Do you know?
Yeah.
Now in these lectures, you will get it everything. Got my point? So that's what I'm saying. You want to manage IT workloads, okay? Any kind of workload, one stable and one secure, one good operating system is required. What is the best operating system in the market right now for IT workloads? Linux. If you have strong knowledge in the Linux operating system, any workload you will manage it. That is my point.
Yes, got you.
Sir, actually, I have one doubt, sir. What is the difference between ETC and boot, sir?
Boot directory maintain bootable files, system booting related
Like
information.
OS related one.
ETC directory maintain configuration file changes, configuration files. Okay, configuration files means, for example, you have installed Java application. Okay, but you need to change the what Java application settings. Then where is that application related file?
Okay, it is in the ETC.
Exactly.
Okay, sir, I got this. Sir, one request, sir. So could you please give me some more, while explaining, instead of theoretical part, could you show the example, sir? It will be
Nay, say
so.
why don't I show the what examples here? This is the first introduction lecture. So that means it is even installation also not completed. After installation, there is no theory. Everyday practical only.
Okay, sir. Because what happening means a
This is
little
nah,
confusion is going on,
that's
so
what I'm
that's
saying.
why I'm
See, this is
requesting
the
you.
actually this is the what second class, right?
Yep.
The first two classes not only here in everywhere theoretical part only. Without installation, how can I show the what practical?
No, sir. Not I'm not asking about the practical. Just for
No, that's what.
example, you are telling, like for example, you are telling that a bin or etc. Right? So I'm asking for could you please for
even
example,
even I
show
told
the
you
system
the
where
boot
it will be like
examples
that.
and boot examples and also etc example also I told you. What is the example I told you for the etc?
Like
Like Tomcat
configuration history.
application, web server application, Docker application I told you.
Yes, sir. You have told, but what is my request is, so could you please show it in the system also? It will be helpful for where it will be like
Yeah, that
how it
that is
will
the
be. So
that is the process and tomorrow onwards because tomorrow I will show you the what OS installation. Once
okay.
installation is completed, then you will know that. So where is the files and everything?
Yeah,
Now
because we doesn't know how it will be and all right, sir. So it will be
Okay.
making us some confusion.
Yeah, okay, no issue, no issue. Okay.
As we can see, you are using putty route now to access the Linux, right?
That's why.
But
Okay.
I can see in your system you have VMware.
Okay, so that is the what I will tell you after OS installation. I mean tomorrow I will tell you OS installation part. Okay.
Actually,
Once OS.
I had installed VMware to practice and anything, but I forgot the password, user ID password. Then after that, I have to uninstall it, and again I have to install it, and it is a very time-taking
Okay,
process.
that is the very critical process. I mean, critical for you only, easy for me only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
But
Right.
it's
Okay.
Sir, do we have any WhatsApp group for this batch?
So yes, we will create maybe day after tomorrow.
Okay.
Right. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Already 9:15. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Can you provide this
one.
back?
Yeah.
Can you
One
provide
question.
this diagram? I mean, we are just going through the classes but not able to access all this content.
Which one?
The whatever the classes we have completed till date.
Just till there, it is called what only one introduction class is completed. But if you know this class, I mean, so even in the last class, structure also here.
You are showing the slides, right, sir? Could you please share that notes with us?
No. PDFs, I will share it. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I will share the what PDFs. Don't worry. Once WhatsApp group is created, everything will be there.
Hello.
And one more thing, sir. From tomorrow onwards, please make sure to put the agenda first, and after that start the class because there are only discussions.
Yes. Say only first class is introduction classes, and tomorrow onwards, if you have any doubts before class or after class only. Otherwise, the class time is very lag. Even it is called what it is completely nonsense.
Yeah.
Okay. So tomorrow onwards, your doubts, if you have, ask me after the class or before the class, or maybe you will ask me inside the what WhatsApp group. Okay. Otherwise, the class session is 1 hour. It will go for the what 1.5 hour, 2 hours like. Okay. But tomorrow onwards, maybe mostly we don't have any queries because when the practical is started, almost everything will be clear. Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
Right.
One more thing. You said about I just did a Google that RSC, Red Hat Certified System Administrator, and Red Hat C is a certified engineer, right? Which is higher level, like certified engineer or
RCE?
C is higher level, is it?
Higher level.
Yeah, because when I searched, it came EX 200 and EX
EX 200 is the system admin.
Okay, certified engineer is higher. That is 294.
Certified engineer is the what? Like it is a what? Network administrator, it's a server level administration, and this RCS is nothing but system level administration.
Okay, so that is EX 200.
But now the person has been added. I mean, Red Hat has been added. Ansible is the what in RCE. If you know the RHC, if you know the Ansible, then you will become about RHCE.
See, okay.
Right.
So with
And-
this course, we can do like Windows Server things we can learn.
No. It is completely Linux administration.
Okay. Like Windows Server, it is a different thing from.
That is called what MCITP.
Yeah.
So once we complete this course, are we able to give certificate, or we are prepared to give? What is that like?
So you
We'll
will
be
go for the
prepared?
what writing certification directly. You will go for the what Red Hat websites. Then book a slot
Okay.
and write an exam.
Right. And
Yes.
exam and
But which one will be targeting? CE or
So
administrator?
in my course, I will tell you RHCSC and RHCE except Ansible. Ansible, maybe you will go for the what DevOps lectures.
Okay.
But remaining everything I will be
Covered up to certified engineer also.
Yes.
Okay. So it is like 294 something like that.
Yes.
X2. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So no worry. 100% the lectures are great. No doubt
Yes.
about it. Okay. So you will get a lot in my lectures. So you will get more and more in the real-time scenarios also. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.